All right, guys. So I got a question on holster ride height and kind of what I like to maintain when I'm setting up a holster, and I'll just kind of talk about a few things on holster setup for appendix. You know, ride height wise, I like to have about an inch. I want about an inch between belt and grip there at the right at the undercut. So just to have plenty of room to kind of get in there. I don't want it to be too much, right? Because then it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be way too high, and the pistol's going to flop over the belt when you bend over and stuff like that. That's going to be no bueno. So you want to ride that line. If you've got real skinny little fingers, you're not going to need as much height. So for me, I got probably right at 1 inch, maybe a tiny bit less than an inch, just enough to get my fingers in. That's more out here, obviously, but that's really not what matters. What matters is right there. As I'm coming in, pow, I'm trying to hit that gap perfect. I slide into it just a little bit. I come in a little bit of a swoop angle and slide into it. You can slide into it from the side. You can come in straight, or you can come straight down. It doesn't really matter, whatever style you like, but you need to be able to throw those 3 fingers in that gap with consistency and intensity and aggression, and know confidently that no matter where your hands start out here, you can clear garment, 1 hand, 2 hand, doesn't matter, and boom, hit that gap. Throw that claw on that pistol, okay, and hit that thing. That gap needs to stay consistent across all holsters, all your kind of different setups for different contexts in your life, whether you're in kind of non-permissive environments or semi-permissive or permissive, how much concealability you need, how much comfort you need, how much performance you need. And then I don't recommend you having holsters with like one of them has a big wedge that really drives the pistol in, and then the other has a big claw that drives the pistol in harder, wedge down here that drives the pistol in. Like, I wouldn't play with that. I would try to set up your holsters so that they all kind of feel the same as much as possible, and that when you go to get that thing, it's going to feel natural as soon as you grab a hold of it or go to grab a hold of it. Think about if you were getting your ass kicked and drawing, would this feel okay? Would this feel natural? Would I be able to get to this thing and do work? So that's kind of how I set things up. I personally like soft loops because it gives me a little bit of wiggle. I can get into a vehicle and kind of shove the grip down a little bit, get this angle going on. It feels a little bit better. When I get out, I just kind of bump it back up. The soft loops, you don't really need the holster to be welded to the belt. Your claw and your belt actually just being on and all that stuff does a whole lot of good for retention to your body. So I like the soft loops. That allows me to kind of wiggle around. Yep, take her easy.